Welcome back to the channel, everyone. And today we're going to speak about the rematch between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. And this one has more twists and turns than a roller coaster. Let's face it, folks, neither Donald Trump or Joe Biden are America's darling or America's sweetheart, like they would say it. Both of them are disliked on many levels by both parties, the Democrats and the Republican. They both have their flaws, and they both are not really what most Americans are looking for. However, here we are, faced with a rematch between two candidates that only Donald Trump's core audience and Joe Biden's core audience are happy with. But according to polls, it says about 70% of Americans would have liked to have different candidates and different choices. And after Super Tuesday, that doesn't look like that's going to happen. Not even that. Not that it doesn't look like that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We are faced with a rematch between two candidates that, according to polls, 70% of Americans are unhappy with. On one side, you have Donald Trump, who's a polarizing figure and is loved by his core base. Let's face it. He has a cult-like following.
They say, I have the most loyal people. Did you ever see that? Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible.
But there's still a strong, large amount of Republicans that are not his core base that are unhappy with him. Then you have Joe Biden, the bumbling president, the too old president, right? A lot of people see him as not capable of running this country anymore because he is just too old. You can look at the clips and you can see him, doing gaffe after gaffe. And it seems like he's just a puppet for whoever's really running the country. A lot of people, they don't like Donald Trump because of his January 6th insurrection. And they say that he shouldn't even be on the ballots. However, the Supreme Court has stepped in to decide that states do not have the power to take him off the ballots, which is interesting. And we should pay attention to that because states are supposed to be sovereign to the federal government. But here we are today with the fact that the Supreme Court has decided that Colorado does not have the power to say Donald Trump cannot be on their ballots, which moving forward will tell every other state that was attempting to make the same maneuver that they are not within their rights or they do not have the power to make such a decision.
Two of the great artists of our time representing the groundbreaking legacy of hip-hop in America, LL Cool J.
We also have Joe Biden, on the other hand, who promised to reunite the parties and to work with bipartisanship, but as we can see, has been unsuccessful. Joe Biden is criticized for his handling of various issues, such as inflation, immigration, and the chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan. With both candidates facing their issues, the big question on the mind is, who will come out on top at the end of this election? And based on the fact that Donald Trump has such a strong following within his immediate base, it looks like we are going to be faced with another 4 years of Donald Trump. That's right. We might have to prepare for another 4 years of Donald Trump.
I think we should take a drug test prior to the debate.
Now, I myself am not a fan of Donald Trump at all, and the prospect of that is kind of scary. On the other hand, we have Joe Biden, another 4 years of Sleepy Joe. And that prospect and that thought, it doesn't help me sleep good at night. But unfortunately, those are the two candidates we are going to have to choose from once again. Who do you think will come out on top? Who are you aiming for to come on top? Is the fact that Joe Biden is the lesser of two evils, according to some people, gonna launch him to victory? Or is the fact that Trump's core base is so strong and they follow him like a cult leader, is that going to bring him back to the White House? We have yet to see. We have many months before the election is decided, and a lot of things can happen before then. So stay tuned. I'm going to keep following the elections throughout the upcoming months and giving you more updates. And hit the comment section. Let me know who you want to win. Let me know how you feel about this election. All right? And don't forget to subscribe to Made for Kings TV. Tell your friend to tell a friend to subscribe to this channel. This is Mr. 13, and I'm signing off, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.